Hi there, it's Darina from Darina's Crafts, and this is a video tutorial on how to assemble this lacy heart peekaboo card and a matching envelope. So first I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. This is a heart boxed envelope that comes in this digital template set, and here's the finished card itself. It has so many lacy details, it has so many layers, more than 15 layers in total. And you see when it opens, it reveals a secret card inside, and at the back it has a pocket with a text. And I will also show you how to make these semi-see-through heart lacy petals. So see, when it opens, it's three-dimensional heart inside. And so let's get started. To make this card, you may download the digital template on my website, www.darinscraft.com, or on my Etsy shop. I will post the link below, as well as the links and the description of the materials I used in this tutorial. So here are the pre-cut details for the main base, 3 details for the main base, as I'm going to do here. The big are cut, the details for the panels for the central parts, and these details for the sliding panels, for the sliding parts, the tag and the pocket that goes to the back, and these lacy details that go on the top of the card. 3-layered central heart, and the details to make the envelope. And here are the vellum details to use them as back covers for the semi-through parts. And also have these tiny details, I and U. First, let me show you the one-piece main base. The template includes it if you choose to use the small paper, the letter size, or 12 by 12 size. And here I'm just showing you how to fold this one-piece base. There are 4 score lines, and you just fold it inside and outside. The petals you fold petals to the outside. So here's what you get if you choose to use letter size paper. It will be this size or smaller. So I'll just show you an example of this letter size paper. See, it's almost 11 inches wide. I was using the 3-piece main base. So as a result, the finished card is going to be 15 inches wide. See, I'm just showing you here what the main difference in size. Let's get started. The first thing I'm doing is I'm assembling the 3-layered central heart. It's optional to assemble it at this point, but what I did, my idea was to make it a little bit, to add a little bit more dimension. So I added a glossy accents, and it took some time to dry. That's why I choose to assemble this heart on the first place. So I'm gluing down all of the 3 layers of this heart, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply glossy accents on top of the lattice and this small heart. And as much as I love to mention, in this heart I was trying to use as little as possible this glossy accent, because we have these sliding parts, and I didn't want these sliding parts to get stuck because of the too much dimension. So I'm putting aside the heart to dry, and meanwhile I am assembling the main base from these 3 pieces. I am pre-folding the central part and figuring out where what piece goes where, and it's easier to glue down when you put it this way. This is the outside of the cover, and here's what you see is the back of the cover. So I'm applying the glue to the back of the main base, and carefully align the top and the right side, because it has to go exactly right to the score line. In this case, it will be perfectly aligned, and you won't see that it was glued down, that it was assembled from 3 pieces. And I'm repeating the same with another petal, heart petal, and another front panel. So here you can see that I'm using both advanced tape glider and liquid glue to achieve the perfect result. Then again, I'm carefully aligning the top and the left side, matching the score line. So when this part is glued down, it's the time to use this to fold this score line here. And it's pretty easy to do if you use regular cardstock. Here I'm using the very, very, very heavy cardstock. That's why I'm applying a little bit of pressure, and then to achieve the perfect fold, I'm using the bone folder. And I'm repeating it with all the folds, and it helps to kind of glue down all the glue. And here's the last score line, where I should fold the petal outwards. I'm folding it, and then again I'm applying pressure with a bone folder to make it lay flat. So here is the main base of the card, and I have the same way, almost the same main base as with this one-piece base. The main difference is that the 3-piece allows you to make any size you want. The next step is to assemble the middle part. You may glue down the cover right on this step, but I will show you the little secret here that allows you to create the perfect flawless results. So first, what I'm doing, I'm aligning the central part to the top of the main base. I pre-fold it along the score line, and you don't have to be absolutely perfectly go central here, but you have to align it to the top and to the bottom, and to mark the main points of the heart. This gives me the top and the bottom lines where these sliding flaps go. The next step is I'm aligning this angle, I would say heart's angle, to the marks I created. See? And it gives me directly where the sliding parts go. You don't have, and again, you don't have to be perfect with the center here. You may go slightly to the left or to the right. It doesn't mean at this point, but you need to know where your top and bottom part goes. And I'm just using my pencil to draw lines like a regular ruler. And this gives me these lines where my to perfectly align and glue down the sliding parts. See, I'm aligning these sliding parts to the score lines of the main base. The next step is to fold along the score lines these sliding parts and unfold them again. See, one more time here, I fold it down and then unfold. The next step is to carefully align your sliding parts right to the folding, to the score lines where your main base folds. Align it carefully to the lines you draw to the top and to the bottom, and to this score line. It should go directly, it should touch it. And then here I'm applying liquid glue. I recommend using liquid glue here because if you move it slightly, it may be not that perfect. and liquid glue allows you to fix it. Then I'm applying a little bit of pressure and then fold the card. See, it goes right to the score lines. And I'm repeating the same one with the left part. I'm aligning it carefully to the left score line and to the top marks. Then I'm applying liquid glue. While I'm holding it with my hand, I fold the flap and apply some pressure. And see, it didn't have too much. I didn't press too much. Then I'm applying a little bit more pressure, and here it goes. When I fold it down, one more quick fix, and here the perfect hat. And if you see here, the marks I drew down, they are not directly in the center, but it helped me to understand where the top marks should go, where the top line should go. And here you have to be careful not to twist the sliding parts. One of it should go on top, and one of them should go to the bottom. I recommend the left one should go to the bottom. At this point, you may glue down this cover and to hide all your marks. See, this is just simple trick to make it flawless without any marks, that no one will see how you made it. So now it's about time to glue down this top cover, and this little flap on the top gives it space for these flaps to move around towards each other, and it gives you also space to reach. If you make any mistake, it gives you space to reach and to fit the flaps with your finger. And it also gives you space to glue down this flap and to fold it on the top. See here, and now you either glue down the heart, or while my heart is still drying. Did I say just my heart? No, it's not my heart. It's the heart I assembled. It's still drying with this glossy accents, and while it's drying, I'm gluing down this side panel, the side covers, and it goes exactly around this sliding parts, and they perfectly cover this. See these lines where we glued down 3 parts all together. You won't even see it, that it was glued down, that it was assembled from different parts. So I'm gluing down the right part and then the left. I'm doing the same on the left side. And when I finish it, I will glue down the lacy covers, which are optional, of course. You don't have to use the lacy covers if you don't want to, but my template includes all the details and also these adorable lacy head covers, and they match perfectly the solid covers. See, it's the left part, and then I'm repeating the same process with the right part. So lots of lacy layers here in this card, and it looked adorable. It looked lovely when it was finished. So now I'm gluing down the right part, applying a little bit of pressure here. I'm sorry, you just see my hand from time to time in the frame. So now it's time to glue down the heart itself. It's dried, and it's so easy to glue it down right now because you see where it should go. You just see how perfect. I love this glossy accent for that. it goes directly to the center. You just slide it to this heart that was created by the sliding parts. And when I put it there, I just see, yeah, you just have to be careful not to glue down the steps, the sliding parts. And then the next step is to make sure that it's all centered, and to see and to put down the central panel. And it is centered in my case, and I'm here. What I just did, I just put the right sliding part on top of the left one. And now this top flap, the central part, may be glued down. All you need to do is to apply a little bit of glue right here. Not too much, because you don't want to glue down the sliding parts. But before that, I will just show you. See here, this flap should go on top of the left one. Now I'm just ready to glue down the central part. When it is glued down, all I have to do in this central part is to glue down this adorable lacy cover with the letters I and U that creates a central message, I love you. And you will see it only when you open the card. So when the card is just pre-opened, you just see this adorable lacy cover IU, but to see love, you will have to unfold the card. And my template also includes the top covers for I and U, and in my case, I cut these letters from glitter paper, the same glitter cardstock I used for the heart petals, but I will show them the heart petals later. So here I'm just gluing down I and U letters to emphasize the message. And all I need to do here in the central part is just to glue down this OU. And this central part, the inside of the card, is ready on this stage. Well, it would be much easier if I'd used Silhouette pick-me-up tool, but I just use my fingers to align the letters. So here's the I and U glitter letters, and I'm closing the card. See, it perfectly slides, and now it's time to assemble the outside part of the card. Here, my plan is to glue down the glitter lacy parts, and the template includes these parts as well. So basically, what you see here is everything is included in the template. And speaking of templates, I always forget to mention that it comes in different formats. It's DXF, SVG, PDF, PNG, EPS, and Silhouette Studio formats. So check the links below the video to know where to download them. You may simply print and cut them using your scissors and a crafting knife. I'm using my Silhouette Cameo machine to do this job for me. So here on the video, I'm gluing down the left petal, and now it's time to glue down the covers. It's the front covers. I'm figuring out which one goes where, and then I'm gluing down using my tape glider. It's the easiest and quickest way. So the one and the other. And the next step is to make the second secret of this card is the back pocket. It has 3 score lines, so I'm pre-folding this along the score lines, and I'm using again the advanced tape glider to glue down this this pocket to the back of the card. It's pretty simple. And all I need to do here is to assemble this tag. It is a heart tag instead of regular circle here. See, this tag has the hole, the heart hole, I'd say. And the history of making this tag is also funny because I glued down 3 hearts. I welded down 3 hearts to create this shape on the top. So the template again includes everything. It's just as much as I love these swirly and lacy details, I love making secrets. I also love to make some space to write down your message, to make a card as special and personal for someone. Here I just added a few tiny details. I just posted 3 stamps. Here I love you and hearts and swirly details. The last thing for this card, as for the details, I'm gluing down this back covers and I cut them from vellum. It is delicate see-through, but it is thick enough and heavy enough to make the petals hold and that do not tear. So here I'm applying some pressure, and I will just show you what's the main difference if you make it with the cover or leave it see-through. Honestly, I don't know which one is better. I love both parts, but as soon as I already glued down the first petal, I'm going ahead and gluing down the second one. I mean petal, I mean back cover. As for the main card, I just added a few embellishments, these gems and a small butterfly with a 3D foam dot and a ribbon for this tag, as this tag is hid so perfectly in this pocket, and I didn't want it to be the message to be lost. It is a secret place, but I like to give some hints where to look for the message, so that the ribbon is this hint. And I put it down, and the pocket is deep enough to put something else. For example, the gift cards if you want. And here I am assembling the boxed envelope. First thing, I am gluing down the back cover to the top flap, and here I'm using the liquid glue, carefully circling around this heart shape so that this part will be glued down. And all I need to do is to glue down this heart, and I use some stamps, I pre-stamped it, and glue it down. The next step is I'm folding this envelope along the score lines, and again, as this is very thick cardstock, here I'm using my helping tool, the bone folder, to make perfectly folded lines. Before gluing it down, before assembling the envelope, it's a good idea to glue down the address label. Just because to glue it down, I will be using a little bit of pressure, and I didn't want the envelope to bend. So it's easier to assemble and to glue down these tiny cards to the corners when the envelope file is still unfolded and is not glued. And right now, when everything is glued down, it's just time to assemble it. First thing I'm doing is I'm applying some glue to the small tabs on the bottom of this envelope, and then to the middle, to the bottom part of the middle flaps, and to the and to the bottom flap. It's pretty easy. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Then here, some glue to make sure it will hold, and folding down and apply a little bit of pressure, and again the bond folder will help me to glue everything down. So here it is. This set is ready. Here's the envelope with the heart, and here is the peekaboo card itself. Lots of layers, lots of lacy details, and it's adorable. It's with this little secret in the center, and this one more little secret from the back of the card with the space to write down your love words. And I love this see-through petals of this card. It's a perfect gift for Valentine's Day, and you may create it on your own. All you need to do is to download the digital template, cut out the details, and follow these instructions and create this beauty. It doesn't have to be a Valentine's Day card. It may be just I love you card, or it may be engagement card with the engagement ring inside. So check the links below the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for staying with me, and as always, happy crafting! If you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more paper crafting ideas and templates.